My question is about evolution. So I understand that in evolution, you know, animals animals can, they can change from environment to environment depending on the environment that they're in. Yeah, is that correct?
They adapt to the environment. That's the standard Darwinian sort of way of explaining it. But there's a bit more to it. We can also adapt the environment to our needs. So
Mm.
it works in the reverse order, which it really shouldn't from a Darwinian point of view.
Okay, does that apply to human beings? Because there are some, for example, the Eskimos in northern Russia,
Yeah, yeah.
their noses are they're a bit more flattened because the air there is really, it's really cold. Or for example, in Africa, the people there, they're a lot more, they're more muscular, they're stronger, they have uh, a higher respiratory capacity.
Mhm.
So can we say that humans, to a certain extent, can they also, maybe not use the word evolve, but maybe adapt to the environment that they're in to best
Yeah,
suit what they're in?
yeah. I mean, I think the words are kind of. I think even the word evolve is okay as long as you define what it means. So we adapt to the environment. We adapt the environment to our needs. However, this doesn't necessarily lead to natural selection being the cause of our traits, our biological or genetic traits. The thing to keep in mind is us being able to adapt to our environment is kind of a trivial historical fact. I mean, if you were to go, say, 1,000 years ago, you were to come to medieval Europe and you were to just say to some peasant who has a pitchfork and is illiterate and stuff, just say that, do you find that human beings adapt to their environment? What you mean by that is that, so for example, uh, if you gave the peasant the example that human beings that had certain genetic sort of a genetic predisposition to restore more fat, yeah, they're more likely to survive than those who don't in colder climates, of course. So if you have, say, 5 children, 3 of them, they have that predisposition to store fat, and therefore they can go on longer in the past without eating. And they go through this deep ketosis where ketones are released and this type of stuff. Are they more likely to survive? Of course. These things are not like, there's nothing special about them. What is interesting is how the Darwinists try and use that to try and explain everything. Say essentially that's how all of life evolved. It was, gradual random mutations being worked on by natural selection, and that's how you get from the monad to the man, and you get everything. Interestingly enough, even though it's not sufficient to show that we adapt to the environment to show the Darwinian mechanism is true. What's interesting is the recent publications on niche construction. So anybody who's interested in this topic, I would ask you to go to, say, any scientific journal which covers biology, and just put in niche construction, right? It's a very interesting thing. More and more, obviously, this was known for some time, but the way the literature is being published now on it is like nothing like in the past in terms of its magnitude and its significance. What it's basically going on to show is that humans and other creatures adapt the environment to their needs as opposed to evolving to the environment. And this type of adaptation, this evolvability, this plasticity that we have is really hard to explain from a Darwinian point of view. So yeah, look that up. That's a very interesting sort of up and coming topic.
Okay, niche with an Neesh.
Niche. So like niche, like
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
niche construction. Yeah.